You're still watching The Morning Show right here on ETV. So coming up a little bit later, we'll be talking all things energy crisis with Carla. But for now, we're shining a light on the incredible journey of Blessed Phelas, a powerhouse in the gospel music industry whose inspiring story and heartfelt music continue to uplift and inspire. Let's watch.
Welcome back to The Morning Show, where we bring you the stories and voices that inspire us all. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down with a woman whose voice resonates with faith, hope and love. Blessed Phelas, a gospel artist who has touched the hearts of many with her soulful music, joins us to talk about her journey in the gospel industry and her latest album, His Will, Project One. Blessed, it's such a blessing to have you here this morning.
What a privilege and an honor to be with you.
I have listened to your music. It is incredible. Now, can you explain the journey from growing up in Limpopo to being the gospel artist that you are today?
Okay, I grew up in a village, a dusty village called Mahokubiane, Nebo in Limpopo. I started singing growing up. My grandmother led a church. It didn't have a name by then. Then she ran the ministry. I grew up with my sisters. Singing for her. We were the worship team of the day. Being Sunday school, wherever we went, people just admired our music until we eventually were under Bishop Leshaba, SB Leshaba at Ensam. That's where we started singing. I sang with my three sisters, family trio, and with my mom at some point, family quartet. High school, I went to Gelexdal at Ekurhuleni, where I sang with Tebello Sukwene. She went by the name Priscilla Mwekezi before she got married. And then varsity, I went to Medunsa. I sang with the likes of Dr. Dumi. He would play keyboard, I would be singing solos. I started when I worked at Tembisa Hospital, and then I went to church at WPCCI, led by Pastor Apostle Soli Mahlangu, Obrigado. I sang in their worship team as well. Work caught up with me, and then my reliability, dependability, and availability was now a problem. And because they need a safer and reliable ground, so I just had to do something on my own. I said then it means it's time for me to do what I can do with the little time I have.
And look at this amazing thing that you created then with the little time that you have. And I am of this opinion that people who start singing in choirs have the most beautiful voices, have the most powerful voices. And you were also part of your school choir, but how did that shape your love for music?
Actually, the school choir was the ones for the do, re, mi, fa, sol,
Yes.
I was actually not so good there as well, because they would choose other people to lead the solos. And yeah, I really battled. I wouldn't say I had any formal training for music. So everything that I am is just everything that I grasp from listening to. I was advised to listen to good music. So yeah, it's just aspiring, listening, and just grasping from there and there. Yeah.
And like you said, that your faith helped as well to believe that you can be here from where you started. But also on that faith topic, how did your faith help you to guide you to being a gospel artist?
Let me first define what faith means. It's believing hope for things which are not seen. So I was like, God, I will hold on and keep on, because I really had a great foundation of faith. My grandmother was a strong pillar of faith.
The matriarch of the family.
When
always.
I say faith, that's the woman who taught me what faith is. And from seeing how she handled everything, being a woman back in those days, running a church by yourself, that was just amazing. To me, she's my superhero, that lady. And if she could do it back then with no information, our nowadays generation is so blessed with Google, internet and everything. So yeah, for her to survive what she could do with lack of resource and everything, and we, our generation being so privileged, I'm like, yeah, no, if she could do it, then I can. The sky cannot even limit.
And you took a page from her book, and you're also planning to inspire, and seeing that it is Women's Month, what message would you like women especially, and girls, young girls, to
Yeah.
take from your album when they listen to it?
Okay. My album per se, it was from the journey, something I went through. So yeah, you can plan, but God will decide. My marriage failed, and then it was a very painful thing for me because I grew up, I've been groomed for marriage. So I am that person who's for marriage. I wanted to make my marriage work. And unfortunately it didn't. Last year, 28th of July at work, while I was still working, I received a message, come to the CEO's office to receive summons were served.
That was only last year.
Last year, July. But it has been a long journey of problems, but I'm thankful, I'm thanking God that I was broken into pieces. I've gone through fire, I've been through the floods, everything you can name and mention. And for me, every song which I sing from there is like I'm grateful to God that I came through out of it all. And with the help of my family, my mother, Mrs. L. Jingwasheng, and my father, Mr. J.M., my whole family, they never gave up on me when the whole world gave up on me. So for each and every woman who could be going through whatever their storms of life are, take me as an example. If I rose again from that lowest pit point of my life, then they can also do it.
What an inspiration, sure. And all that music and inspiration comes from your album, His World Project One. It sounds like a Bible verse. It's beautiful. Blessed Phelas, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Have a blessed day further, and thank you for giving us this wisdom where you learned it from your mother and your grandmother. Thank you so much.
I'm grateful to be here.
What a wonderful conversation. Blessed Phelas' journey in gospel music is a wonderful and powerful reminder that with faith, determination, and a commitment to your calling, you can overcome anything. We'll be right back.